Welcome, Satnam. I'm super excited to be jumping into this practice with you this morning. Happy new moon in Leo. Um, I myself am a Leo, so this is a special time of year for me. I really feel like I can just revel in this summertime, longer day, extra solar energy, and it's a super potent time right now. This is, I would say, my fourth year that I have been aware of the significance of the Lionsgate portal, and I would say year after year, I feel like I've been able to deepen into practices around this time. So I'm super excited that this now encompasses practicing and teaching Kundalini yoga. I have a beautiful, what I hope to be a beautiful class prepared for you today. We're going to jump right into this Kundalini Yoga Kriya to relieve inner anger. And the reason why I chose this specific Kriya for today is, first of which, I was just called to practice this Kriya over the last few weeks, and I ended up doing it for 11 days. And I had kind of wondered when I started it, am I going to go longer with this? Is this going to be a 40-day practice? Because by day 3, I was getting super into it and really was having just profoundly transformative experiences with it. So I'm super excited to share it. So we're doing this grant today because I just completed 11 days with it and I loved it. But also, if we think about this time of year, we're in Ayurveda, which is, if you break down Ayurveda, it's the study of life, the science of life. In Ayurveda, this is what is called, we're really in the peak of what is called Pitta season. And Pitta is the element of fire. So Ayurveda is really deep study of the tattvas, or the elements, and how they interact with us based on the time of year during Pitta season, and also our unique elemental combination that we all hold as humans. Each of us has our own makeup of, do we have more earth in our constitution, more fire, more air or ether or water? So regardless of what your elemental makeup is this time of year, because it's Pitta season, we're just seeing so much more of this fire elemental energy. And the way that I see this playing out in the collective right now is with the Olympics. There's so much fire energy with people watching the Olympics right now. And I will not make this political, but just in the political arena, there's so much fire. People are really showing their fire right now. And, you could say that with those two things, that's always the case. People get really fiery. But I think there is something to be said about this time of year, that there's just so much fire energy. If we really look at the element fire also, there's really there can be deep duality with fire, in that fire is this energy that originates from our solar plexus, and fire is so necessary because it's really where we get our drive, our doing energy. And the flip side of that is that although fire can be used to alchemize and propel us forward, fire can also be very, very destructive. And some of us are maybe using our fire energy, or this increased fire energy coming onto the planet at this time, in a destructive way unknowingly. And this is really the journey that I've taken the last 11 days with this Kriya, is just evaluating any anger or fire that is within me and trying to, propel it and alchemize it out to the rest of my body to use it in a positive way that's going to reinforce my goals rather than letting it stew. This negative anger energy gets stored in our organs and can actually be very destructive. So I'll read you this quote before we tune in here. So this was used to originally describe this Kriya when it was first taught in 1988. So when the inverted anger becomes part of the body, the simple effect is that you have absolutely no relationship with yourself. Inferiority complex or superiority complex are a cover-up of inner anger. Manipulation and lying are parts of inner anger. Not being self-sustaining or having a foundation to work it out is an inner anger. Misbehavior, wrong calculation, self-destruction, destroying the business, destroying the relationship are all inner anger. On the other hand, anger comes from the place of the Agni Granthi. It is the area of the heart. It is the blood. It is the circulation. It is the diaphragm. It is the heart pumping. The whole life depends on it. So in the center of the heart is a furnace. Either it can cook for you or it can burn down your house, and there's nothing in between. This is the tragedy of it. So this Kriya to relieve inner anger is basically going to start to break up that energy so we can transmute it and really use it for a greater purpose. So with that being said, let's go ahead and tune in and get started. I'm going to invite you to rub your hands together, create some heat. Bring your hands into the center of your chest, and if you're not already, I like to sit up on a meditation cushion if you have one available to you. If not, if that's not your cup of tea, that's okay. Hands are at the center of the chest. Sit up nice and tall with a straight spine. Tuck the chin in slightly. Start to slowly close down your eyes if that feels good for you. Bring the gaze, your drishti, up and in at the third eye point. Breathe naturally here, focusing on that third eye, making that connection. Together, let's take a deep breath in. Suspend the breath. Continue looking up and in at your third eye, and then bring your awareness down to your sits bones, where they meet the surface below you. Exhale, and just ground down into your sits bones. Really focus on that area where you're meeting the cushion below you. Keep breathing normally here and just start to imagine golden roots extending from your sits bones down into the ground below you. Follow those golden roots down deep into the core of the earth. And when you reach the core of the earth, imagine those golden roots wrapping around the iron crystal center of the planet. And you can picture this iron crystal center, any color crystal you want. Just imagine those golden roots really tethering you to the center of the earth for this practice. Well, together we'll take another deep breath in. Suspend the breath. Keep looking up and in at the third eye, and this time find your root lock, your Mula Bandha. Pull up on your rectum, sex organs pull in at the navel. Just get used to pulling that root lock so you have it for the practice. Straighten the spine once again, tuck the chin, exhale. And now on this breath, we'll go ahead and tune in with the Adi mantra 3 times. Feel free to join in or just listen. Let's take a deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. We'll now begin the Mangalacharan mantra for protection. Let's take a deep breath in. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Come back into the space. Just stretch out. Start to intuitively move your body before we jump into this Kriya, this practice. We're actually going to start with a little bit of warm-ups. Let's go ahead and jump right into some breath of fire. If you're new to the practice and you haven't done any breath of fire yet, that's okay. Let's go ahead and we'll start with our hand on our lower belly just to get the rhythm down of breath of fire. And my favorite way to learn this breathing technique is to actually just stick out your tongue, and we're going to start to breathe like a puppy. We're going to be doing this, this is actually called lion's breath. We're going to be doing this breath in just a little bit during this Kriya, so it's good that we're practicing it now. So hands are on the belly because we're going to start to pump the navel with the breath. Tongue comes out, and we're going to really engage with that puppy dog breath, which is equal parts inhale and exhale. So, and you can feel when you do this, the navel pump happens naturally. What we're trying to do here, the goal is on the inhale, the belly is actually pushing out, and on the exhale, the belly is coming in. And then when you have that down, go ahead and shut your mouth, bring the breath up to the nose. And then bring your fingertips into the pads of your hands. The thumbs come out, and you're going to bring your hands up above your head and continue the breath. Making sure to keep engaging with that navel pump. The spine is going to be nice and straight. The chin is going to stay tucked. And then when you have that down, slowly close the eyes, bring the eyes up and in. And we're just going to be here for a few minutes while we're warming up. Go ahead and continue that breath of fire to warm up. Stay focused. If you lose the rhythm, that's okay. Jump right back into it. Breath of fire is super detoxifying. It bifurcates the oxygen, which means we have twice as much oxygen going into the blood, which is just super potent for overall longevity and vitality. This is a very energizing breath. It's extremely clearing. It really starts to open up the nadis, the energetic pathways, which is very valuable as we move into a practice like this. So keep going. Okay, go ahead and take a deep breath in. Bring the arms up so the fingertips, the thumb tips touch and the fingertips extend long. Keep holding the breath and stretch up. Stretch up, making sure that the spine is straight. Tuck the chin and pull your root lock. Sex organs, rectum, navel, pull up and in. Keep squeezing. And then deep exhale, slowly extend the arms through your aura, an electromagnetic field. Just using the energy we just created for cleansing. Now you can just relax, breathe naturally here. And now we're going to go ahead and move into some cat-cow. So for cat-cow, we're going to start in tabletop position. And the hands are shoulder distance apart, the knees are shoulder distance apart, and we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to arch the spine, curving the neck up. The eyes are going to look up and in at the third eye. Deep breath in. We're going to start really slowly here. Then we're going to exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, and the navel is going to pull back into the spine. On the exhale, inhale again. Exhale, inhale. And when you have that motion down, I really like to start with cat-cow, super, super slow to warm up my spine. So go ahead and start super, super slow, and then when you have the rhythm down, you can start to increase the pace. But I find, especially in the morning, that gentle ease into cat-cow really makes a difference for me. If you're already warmed up, feel free to quicken the pace. Go ahead, we're just going to be here for a few minutes, really working the spine. Cat-cow is considered, it's one of my daily essentials, and it's something that if you're physically able to do it, and it's not uncomfortable in any way, It's something that I would recommend for everyone because the vitality and health of our spine is super critical. In Kundalini, we talk a lot about the energetic body, which is our chakric system, and we really have many chakras. Many spiritual studies talk about the 7 main chakras that are aligning our spine. In Kundalini Yoga, we also talk about the 8th chakra, the aura. But there are chakras even outside of our physical body, deeper into our energetic body. But working the spine really clears out and exercises and moves the energy through these main chakras. And cat-cow in just 3 minutes a day can really help to move that energy and on the physical level move the cerebral spinal fluid, which is essential for vitality and in some essence youth, because how well that spinal fluid moves along our spine is critical, and cacao is actually very anti-aging for that reason. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. On your next extension up, look up and in at the third eye. Hold the breath. Exhale, cat again. Tuck the navel back into the spine, curling the spine. Hold that. Then when you're ready, inhale back to neutral. And then go ahead and fall in. We're going to slowly come down into child's pose. But with child's pose, we're going to extend our hands out into a prayer pose. It's a prayer pose in front of you. And just gently rest your forehead on the ground. Hold that position. And then inhale, exhale, slowly come back up to sitting. And actually, let's go ahead and let's jump right into the Kriya to relieve inner anger. So sorry about that. I'm actually going to invite you to come down to lay on your back. And this is called corpse pose. You're just going to lay on your back with your spine straight and your hands at your side with your palms facing up as if you're in a receiving posture. And in Kundalini Yoga, Kriya means complete set, and that's what this is. This is a complete set. This is, I think, 12 different postures. This is a journey for me. This was a journey for 11 days. Every day I felt like I journeyed into my anger. So I want to just bring that into your field of awareness of what we're doing here. These postures might seem like, there might be a part of your brain that's like, oh, why am I doing this? But the yogis knew that if we did these kriyas, these sequences, there was an opportunity for alchemy of certain types of energy. So right out of the gate, this might seem confusing, but I'm going to invite you just to surrender into this journey and see what happens. In this pose, I also want to invite you to just set a quick intention. If there's anything in the realm of anger that's been on your mind or bothering you, feel free to just peacefully bring it up into the space now, not so as to re-traumatize yourself, but just to bring it into your field of awareness, like, oh, this is there, and we're going to move into it. We're going to journey through it and see what happens. So in this first posture, lying down flat on your back in a relaxed position with your arms at your sides, I'm going to invite you to pretend to snore. Close down your eyes and start snoring. Don't question it. Don't think that it has to be a certain way. Just start to relax and snore, preparing yourself for this kriya. Okay, now still lying on your back, keep your legs out straight and raise both legs 6 inches from the floor. Before you do this, it's a good idea to support the lower back. I would put your hands, you could put your hands under your lower back, like in between your lower back and your buttocks right here to support your lower back. And then we're just going to lift the feet up 6 inches like this. And it's just long, deep breathing. So flat on your back, legs are lifted 6 inches, hands are under the back and buttocks to support your lower back, long, deep breathing. And this is really going to start to target the anger that's stored in the navel center. This is where the anger is stored, and it can be an uncomfortable position, so hold it for as long as you can. If you fall out of the position, that's okay. Jump right back into it when you are ready. You can also go ahead and just alternate. If you need to, just drop one leg at a time and alternate having one leg up to still keep that pressure on the navel. Keep going, long, deep breathing. If you are able to hold this position for a while and you start to notice your body shaking, keep going. That is normal. That is the nervous system starting to recalibrate this increase in energy. So sometimes that shaking is actually a good thing. Keep going. We are not here long. This exercise is said to balance anger. It pressurizes the navel to balance the entire system. Now, remaining in this posture with your legs extended up at 6 inches, stick out your tongue and do breath of fire. So, this is the lion's breath that we practiced before. And your navel is still pumping in this position. The fullest expression is this. Keep going. We are not here long. This lion's breath in this posture is really where we start to transmute this anger. So stay with it as long as you can. Keep going. Again, if you fall out of the posture, jump right back into it when you can. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. Relax the posture. Relax on your back. Let that movement of energy integrate into your system. And now, staying on the back, we're going to raise our legs up to 90 degrees, like this. And the hands The palms are going to face down. And what we're going to do, the neck is going to stay down, but I'm going to lift my neck up so I'm close to the mic. We're going to start to beat our hands down quickly on the ground. And while we do this, we're going to engage with long, deep breathing. Long, deep breathing, quickly hitting the mat below you. Keep going. We're on the clock. Again, we're not here long. Holding the legs up at 90 degrees. Inhale through your long, deep breathing through the nose. Hitting the arms down. And at this point, as you beat your hands down hard and fast, start to go into the anger. Start to go into whatever it is you're looking to transmute today. Start to let that come up into your electromagnetic field, breathing long and deep through your nose, hitting your palms down into the ground. We're on the clock, keep going. Let any movement that comes from your body happen naturally as you're in this posture. If your body starts to shake, it could mean that energy is being expelled, so go ahead and just let that happen. If nothing like that is happening, that's okay, just keep going. Go ahead, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Now staying on the back, bring your knees into your chest. Bring your knees into your chest, stick your tongue out, and you're just going to breathe in deeply through your mouth and exhale through your nose. So, but the head is down on the ground. Knees stay tucked into the chest. Breathe in through the mouth, the open mouth with the tongue out. Exhale through the nose. This is when we really start to, once again, let out the anger and the energy that we just brought up. Keep breathing. Tongues out. Inhale mouth, exhale nose. Good. Now go ahead and take a deep breath in. Exhale. And then, in whichever way is comfortable for you, go ahead and make your way up to celibate pose. So in celibate pose, we're going to have our knees together. The feet are going to be spread apart. And the buttocks is going to come down between the feet, if that's comfortable for you. Feel free to add in a cushion if that's more comfortable. I do that a lot. Or any props that you need, if you have like a block or something to make sitting under here more comfortable. Something like this can be really supportive. But whatever is comfortable for you, we're going to come into celibate pose, sitting on the heels. And now we're going to bring our arms crossed in front of us like this. And we're going to make sure that we really pull in and tuck our arms like down into our ribs. And this is a bowing motion. This is really a motion of surrender to these emotions that exist within us. So this is an inhale up, exhale down. So we're going to bow down, exhale, come up in on the inhale. Exhale down, inhale up, and with this breathing, we're going to add in the mantra Sat Nam. So we're going to inhale up, Sat, exhale down, Nam. Inhale up, mental recitation, Sat, exhale down, Nam. Keep going. Inhale up, exhale, bow down, surrendering into this posture. Keep going. Now for these last 30 seconds, we're going to increase the pace of the bowing motion. So whatever pace you were moving at before, see if you can double it or triple it, moving a lot faster. Keep going. One final push. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Exhale. And now come to sit, slowly come to sit with your legs extended out in front of you. And in this next posture, we're just going to take the flat palms of our hands and start to just really slowly start to use the energy of our hands to tap all parts of our body. And we're going to stay in this posture, breathe deeply. We're going to use the healing energy from our hands to try to get every surface of our skin to once again just keep moving that anger. You really want to do all parts of you. Do not miss any parts. I like to come up here, make sure I do my face. There's all sorts of acupressure points on the face, the neck, the back of the head. Just start tapping. You know, you're not hurting yourself, but you do want to get the energy moving. Keep going. Long, deep breathing. This is all part of the journey. Even though some of these postures we don't usually do, get the bottom of your feet. There's many acupressure points there, the top of your feet as well. Just really moving this energy. Keep going. We're almost there. Definitely get the armpits, back of the arms, as much of the back as you can get, the buttocks, get it. Keep going, almost there. Okay, go ahead, take a deep breath in, exhale. This next posture, we're gonna add in some chanting. So we're gonna stand up and bend forward, keeping your back parallel to the ground. Let your arms and hands hang down loosely. So I'll demonstrate this in just a moment. With this posture, we're going to chant the mantra, Guru Guru, Wahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru. And this is a very archetypal healing energy. This is actually a mantra of healing, both healing and miracles. And that's why we're chanting it at this time. The goal is to transmute this anger that we've been carrying into something positive. If you're not familiar with this mantra, we're going to chant it pretty fast. Just start to move your mouth as close as you can to the mantra. It by no means does it have to be perfect, but any movement of the mouth is going to help activate that hypothalamus. Here we go. Guru Guru Wahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru. So just start moving your mouth. We're not here long. Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru. Keep going. Back is parallel to the ground. Do the best you can. Bend your knees a little if you need to so there's no tension. This is supposed to be a very relaxed posture. Guru Guru Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru. Keep going, keep chanting. Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru 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 Ram Das Guru Guru Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Keep going, a little bit longer. Surrender into this energy of healing and miracles. Go ahead, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly come up to standing. But then we're actually going to come down into Cobra Pose. So come down into Cobra Pose however is comfortable for you. And there's really two different options with Cobra Pose here. The fullest expression will be to have your arms straight up like this with your chin arched up. When I did this Kriya, I did the modification and I actually came down to my forearms and did Cobra Pose like this because it felt better on my back. So do whichever feels comfortable for you. And in this pose, we're going to keep chanting. Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Close your eyes down, look up and in at the third eye. Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru 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 Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas 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 Guru. Now keep chanting and start to circle your neck. Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Go the other way. Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Ramdas Guru. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Now hold the posture, hold the Cobra Pose, and start to bring your legs up, tapping the bottom of your feet down on the ground. Keep going. We're not here long. This is just further moving the energy and hitting the acupressure points on the top of the feet. So keep going. Very good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And slowly come up to sitting. If it feels good for you on a cushion or not. And we're going to do this last part of the Kriya, which for me is kind of like the grand finale, because now we're moving into what's called Sat Kriya, which is a master Kriya in Kundalini yoga all on its own. And the one of the reasons for that is because Sakriya works directly in stimulating the Kundalini energy that for most of us is dormant at the, we all have this energy at the bottom of our spine, but for most of us, it's dormant. So when we start to stimulate it with a powerful Kriya like Sat Kriya, it can get intense very quickly. So just notice that and be mindful of it and go at your own pace. And we're not going to be here long at all. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sit in easy pose. Sat Kriya is usually done in rock pose, but this time we're going to do an easy pose. So you're just going to sit with your legs crossed in front of you like this. I'm going to bring my camera up so you can see me. Let's try that. Okay. Now, the hand mudra, the hands are going to come together to start. From your middle finger, your ring finger, and pinky, those fingers are going to come to interlace. The index fingers are going to point up, stay pointing up, and then the thumbs are going to cross. And with Sakriya, the rule of thumb here is that if you identify as having more feminine energy, your left hand is going to cross over your right. If you identify as having more masculine energy, your right thumb is going to cross over your left. So go ahead and find the hand placement that works for you. And then with this mudra, we're going to bring our arms up. My hands are going to be all the way up, you'll see. The spine is going to be straight, that's key. The chin is going to be tucked in slightly. The arms are going to come up at our sides, and we're going to straighten the arms as much as we can, which, I'll admit, when you're first starting out, can be difficult. So do the expression in the fullest way that you can. With the arms pulled up, we're going to inhale, chanting Sat, and the navel's going to pull in back to the spine, Sat, and then we're going to chant Nam, and the navel is just going to really naturally release. And then we're going to pull the navel in, Sat, and then release Nam. And it's the pull of the navel in, the Sat starts to sound like Sat, 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 and then the Nam is tends to be at it's a lower vocalization in terms of what you might consider volume. So it happens really naturally. Let's go ahead and get started and just do the best that you can. Let's get into the posture. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and we'll just do this together. Nice straight spine, tuck the chin in slightly, close down the eyes, look up and in. Let's get started. Pull the navel in, Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. Keep going. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. We're not here long. Let's do this. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Take a deep breath in. Stretch your arms up, stretch your hands up, straighten the spine, tuck the chin, make sure the eyes are closed, looking up and in. Pull up on your root lock. Navel pulls in, rectum, sex organs pull up. Take another sip of breath in if you need to. Pull and squeeze up. Exhale, hold the breath out, pull root lock again. Rectum, sex organs, navel, look up and in at the third eye, straighten the spine, tuck the chin. Hold the breath out, keep squeezing. Inhale, exhale. Release your arms down. Let the breath regulate as you need to. Shake the body out. Let your body do any shaking or movement that you intuitively need to do. Shake it out. And now come to lie down for Shavasana, where we started. On your back with your arms at your sides, palms facing up. And when you get into that position, I'm going to invite you to just let your body know that it's time to rest. You're going to nap now, while we integrate these changes.
Satguru kar diye, Satguru kar diye, asthira ghar baar, asthira ghar baar, Satguru kar diye, Satguru kar diye, asthira ghar baar, asthira ghar baar. जो जो निंद करे इन ज्ञान की, जो जो निंद करे इन ज्ञान की, तिसा आगे ही मारे करतार, तिसा आगे ही मारे करतार, तिसा आगे ही मारे करतार, तिसा आगे ही मारे Angel divine, angel of mine, this humble prayer
Start to wiggle your toes. Start to wiggle your hands, your fingers, up your ankles, up your wrists. Just start to bring awareness back into your physical body. Perhaps cat stretching to your side and slowly making your way back up to sitting in whichever way is comfortable for you. I so appreciate your patience as I get used to this teaching setup and this mic. And I so appreciate your presence being here with me today on this new moon and doing this work. I really think it takes a lot of bravery and a lot of heart to go into willingly an emotion like anger that, a lot of us may have suppressed for good reason. It's uncomfortable. It's a difficult emotion. And depending on how this anger originated or came to be, some of us in this lifetime will have a lot of work around this area. And to start to do that work and peel back those layers, like I said, is brave. And I so appreciate you showing up today, because every time we can even do just one Kundalini Kriya or practice, we let go of things, we increase our own internal vibration, which is healing for ourselves, our families, our friends, our lineage, but also it helps everybody on this planet. So thank you for your work and your presence today. Let's go ahead and close out today's session. Let's rub our hands together, bring them to heart center. Just notice where your energy is post practice. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. And let's take one more long, deep breath in for one long Sat Nam. Satnam. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy new moon in Leo. Enjoy your day.